This the Prince of the Nightlife, DJ Melly Mel. Now tuned into the biggest Chanel, Simone, April B, Flu Head, Grew Head podcast. Are you dumb? NYC, the ATL. Yeah, Brooklyn, what up?
Yo, what's good, everyone? You already know it's your favorite two Brooklyn baddies, Chanel Simone.
And your girl, April B.
Of the Flu Here, Grew Here podcast,
where worlds collide no matter where you reside. Ew.
You like that? You like
Join
that,
right in.
Join right in. Period. Y'all, further no introduction, love. We have celebrity plastic surgeon in the building, Dr. Nip and Tuck himself. Y'all, April, can we get
an applause? Yes. So, y'all, we have Dr. Nicolas Cage in the building, a.k.a. Dr. Nip and Tuck. So, Chanel, you want to explain what we're doing first?
Yes. Before we get into the nitty-gritty of you as a doctor and everything that we need to know, we're going to play a game first. We're going to play an icebreaker. We're going to get you loose just a little bit.
Let's do it.
So, we have a game which is called First Class versus Coach.
Gotcha.
So, in this big bowl of absolutely nothing, you will pick all of these right here, and you will... It's either this or that, but instead of saying this or that, you would say, hey, if you rocking with it, it's first class. If you don't really care for it, it's coach.
Okay.
But this is where the twister come in. If you absolutely cannot decide and you like, oh my God, I don't know, then it is shot time. Yes. Shout out to our liquor sponsor, Bombade Vodka. So, are you ready?
Ready.
Let's go.
But she called me Nicolas Cage.
Oh, did I get it wrong?
Yeah, my last name Jones.
Oh, Nicholas Jones. Y'all, it's been a long day.
No, she knows. Yo. No, we have a confession. Listen. So, we looked you up, of course. So, the funny thing is, she had called me a couple hours later, and I was like, Dr. Nicolas Cage, and she corrected me. She was like, Chanel, you thinking about the actor.
Yeah, that's my cousin.
And now I did it on camera. I'm so embarrassed. No, y'all.
We did that earlier today.
Yes.
So, baby, hold on. Let's get this straight. We are real journalists. We have to.
We retract that. And we have Dr. Nicholas Jones in the building, a.k.a. Dr. Nip and Tuck.
Yes.
Okay, all right.
But if you want to call him Nicolas Cage, you got to pay, baby, okay?
No, don't do that.
No. I'm saying, like, if you want a little give you some action, some movies, right? You're gonna have to bring out the acting check for that.
Okay,
well.
You ready?
Yes, let's go.
Bam.
You just joked.
All right, okay. Surgery in the U.S. versus surgery outside of the U.S.
Ooh, which one is first class? Which one is coach?
Surgery in the U.S. That's first class, baby.
Okay.
First class.
Now, you did a clerkship in Brazil, so that's why we asked, because I was like, what did you see out there that made you, why'd you go to Brazil to do one instead of doing one here?
That's a great question. So I went and I hung out with a plastic surgeon. His name's Dr. Aurelio, and all he does is like facial stuff, like facelifts, rhinoplasty, like nose jobs. So that's all he did. And so I wanted to get a different sort of experience. So I just went and hung out with him. He's a world-class surgeon. So his setup was a little different. And the hospitals there is very different. So when you go and operate in a hospital, you have to bring your entire team with you. So you have to bring your own anesthesiologist. You got to bring your own nurses. You got to bring your own first assist. You just really just like using their space.
Wow. We're in a hospital.
Know that.
Yeah.
And another thing, despite you studying in Brazil, one thing that we see is a lot of ladies go out the country to get surgery as well. So is that something you're opposed to?
So I'm not opposed to it because I think there's great plastic surgeons all across the world. But one thing I will tell you, if you're not, a lot of times they don't really know how things work there. And so in the event that you have a problem or a complication, then what happens? Like you in a foreign country, you don't speak the language, you don't know anything about their hospital system. So what happens?
Yeah.
You kind of like.
You're more at risk.
Yeah, you at risk. So why take that risk?
To save $2,000.
It's $2,000 worth your life, though.
Exactly. So you gonna go to Colombia and get your BBL, and you may not even know the person who's actually doing your surgery. Like, is it really the surgeon, or does he have three other little youngsters doing your surgery while he checking his email or something.
No, I watched enough of Botch to know, like, when you go to them other countries, like there was one episode where the lady went to go get a tummy tuck. They didn't even like do the anesthesia or anything. They laid a block of ice on her stomach until it was numb and cut into her. You can only imagine what that looked like. So,
first of all, that ice would have pissed me off. It's cold.
yeah, why you get off the table?
It's
like,
cold. I'm annoyed. Okay, well, go ahead. You still got more.
Okay, let's go.
We're gonna keep it going. Keep it going.
Okay, you know I have on my glasses, so so BBL versus breast augmentation.
Which procedure is one of your favorites? Which one is the better one for you to do?
It depends on how I feel, but I'm gonna say BBL is first class.
Okay.
Yeah.
You like a little booty.
Yeah.
You like a little booty.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, because up here it's not as important. Like you could get a little jiggle. I think that's a little bit more important.
I feel you. It's either girls who get their breasts done. It's either they got little mosquito bites, or they have either they have no kids or kids, and that was down here, so they just want a little
lip.
Right.
Or
they got a big forehead.
And they need something to distract from the
But baby, when you got a little junk,
baby, ain't nobody looking at that forehead.
They looking at that head, the back head. We got one more in there. Let's see. Okay, I don't like this. We didn't take a shot yet.
All right. Okay, let's go.
Okay. But we're gonna take one anyway.
Getting paid for a surgery from a non-celebrity versus doing a free surgery for a huge celebrity. Wow, that's a good one. That's a great one. You know what? I'm a little torn about this one because it could go either way, because you may have that huge celebrity, but they may not have a real following. You know what I mean? Like, I did a surgery on this one celebrity, and like, she was so authentic, and like her followers, they really fucked with her, and so like they kept coming in.
Wow,
they just kept coming in. Yeah, that was
that's amazing.
But some of them don't all end up that way.
Some of them have a following but no influence.
Oh, say that again.
Some of y'all have a following but no influence.
Oh, wow.
Y'all just nothing.
Nothing. So people follow you to look at you, but if you say you couldn't sell salt to a slug, you couldn't sell the Brooklyn Bridge to me.
Yeah,
okay?
That was deep.
I be thinking sometimes, doctor.
We be thinking. Are you real in particular about who you have as a influencer or a celebrity in a sense? Like, what's your number? I don't want to say what's your number, but like, what do you look for when it's like, hey, if I'm going to do this?
So I think there's all sorts of influencers. I don't think you should just try to target like a certain level. I think there's tiers, but at the end of the day, you want them to influence the audience so you can get more business. So you may have a micro influencer, then you have this like huge influencer. Like, if I could operate on Beyonce, if Beyonce could just come in my office and I could just like touch her and just say,
But imagine the beehive numbers that's running to his office after they seen Beyonce in there.
I'll be running off the beehive for like years.
Yeah.
Then you gonna be the one checking your emails while you get the 3 youngsters. While you get the 3 youngsters.
Too busy.
Wow.
He gonna be at appearances, speaking engagements, panels. They're gonna be like, "How did you get?"
He's gonna be on Good News America. So you just touched her.
Hey, and now look at me, world renowned.
I'm gonna be like Travis Kelce.
Yeah.
Oh, yo, not with that haircut. Okay, let's not even talk about it because it gets me mad.
Yeah.
No, he's gonna be the Taylor Swift that they show every 5 seconds.
Yeah, she took over the NFL.
She took over. You know what, NFL? I hope it's worth it. Okay.
Oh, it's worth it. She's brought in a whole new fan base.
Yeah. You know the the Swifters is what they call them.
Swifties.
The Swifties.
Yeah.
They watching just to see her and
I wonder
Travis
if
do that awkward hug.
What's the mock called? Swifter Jets?
Yeah.
They probably went up in stock too because of the Swifties.
Okay, but look, it sounds like he couldn't pick though.
Yeah, you know,
so we gotta take a shot.
Woo! Yeah. Yeah. Ooh.
Okay. It was smooth.
It was,
Yeah.
hey, baby.
Y'all heard it here first, and he
No
is
lie. And first of all, I think he would say, I think he would keep it cute, but I think if he didn't like it, he would have been like,
yeah, he sounded like he
It was smooth. I would get that Chick-fil-A lemonade and mix it in there a little bit, and then you good.
yo, if he come to the office with a Chick-fil-A lemonade and that, yo, I don't think you operating that day, sweetie.
I can see him now. What y'all want to do? Come on. Okay. All right. Well, that is the First Class versus Coach. So thank you for playing.
Yes, you did good.
All right. So let's get into the check-in where we just get to know Dr. Nicholas Jones.
Yeah, let's do it.
I got it right. Okay. So let's start with, where are you originally from?
I'm from New Orleans, Louisiana, West Bank of New Orleans.
Okay.
A place called Marrero. There's a song. It's called "Cruising Down the Street," real slow. What the good they yelling?
Marrero.
Yeah.
Okay.
My girl do homework.
Okay. All right.
Yeah.
So what was it like growing up in Louisiana?
Louisiana's home. Marrero's home. I grew up in a household, both my parents, my mother, very loving, very inspirational. Her along with my dad, they sort of shaped my upbringing. Mm-hmm. My mom used to bring me to school every day. And on a ride to school, she always told me I was going to be a doctor. My pediatrician told me I was going to be a doctor. So when people asked me what I wanted to do, what did I say?
A doctor.
A doctor.
You know when you in first grade, I want to be a doctor, a police officer. So you already knew you were going to be a doctor.
That's all I ever knew. And so I believed her. And so, people ask me what I want to do. I'm going to be a doctor. And so grew up pretty much as an only child. I had an older brother. He died in a car accident. He was like 20, but I was like 6 years old when he died.
Oh, wow.
So pretty much grew up in the household as an only child. So got a lot of love, got a lot of attention, low middle income sort of neighborhood. Like most of the people who I grew up with, they either went to jail or they're dead.
And gangs, stuff like that.
No gangs. We don't really do gangs in New
Okay.
Orleans. But yeah, so that's what happened. And then I just kind of rolled with it. And basketball was actually my passion. And I think part of the reason I was able to become a plastic surgeon is because of the competitive nature that came about from playing basketball.
So they tell you you're going to be a doctor.
Yeah.
How do you get to plastic surgery though? Like, how do we skip over general medicine and get to?
Yeah. So basically, when I was growing up, I just thought plastic surgery, I thought it was like cool. It looked like they made a lot of money. They would fly. See, people from New Orleans, we got a night. We swaggerific. Like it's just in us.
Okay.
And so I always thought I was fly, and I just thought that was cool. I thought I would be able to make a lot of money, drive a Porsche, have a nice house, and all these other things. Like this is what I was thinking.
It sounds like you got that now.
That's what I was thinking. That's what I was thinking at the time. But as I got older and I actually went into medicine, I found myself more like plastic surgeons than any other specialty. Like with plastic surgery, you're not limited to operating in a hospital. You kind of have your own practice if you want to be an entrepreneur. And then you can work on people. It's like instant gratification. Like I can do something to you and see the results of my work immediately, and I don't really have to deal with sick people. So it was a good fit for me. And I consider myself a creative person. Always like hair, like doing hair, like cutting hair, like doing that. Like I feel like if you go to a stylist or a barber, like you get a haircut or a style, you go to 10 different stylists, it's going to be 10 different looks. And that's how I feel about plastic surgery.
I love that. Yes, that's exactly how I feel when I leave my hairstylist.
Exactly.
Shout out to Mercedes.
Shout out to Mercedes.
Shout out to Mercedes.
The Glam Collection. Make sure y'all check that out.
Quick question. If you wasn't doing plastic surgery, what would be your next profession?
Oh, man, I would be the biggest dope dealer in America.
Yo, I'm
Pushing big weights.
Put it in the bag.
You thought Griselda was doing it?
Yo. Yes.
I'm killing Griselda.
Yo, he Canaan.
Right.
Like,
He's Canaan. He's
Canaan.
James St.
He's
Patrick.
James St. Patrick. Yo, I can see that. I'm joking.
I'm just playing. I'll probably be a basketball coach.
A
Okay.
basketball coach.
Yeah.
All right.
Like NBA league or just like high school?
Probably college, collegiate. I probably could be an NBA coach too.
Oh, so you that I could see you
I'm
like
cold. I'm definitely like right now, like no cap. I should be the Atlanta Hawks coach.
Well, somebody needs.
Are you a fan? What's the New Orleans Pelicans? Are you,
Yes.
That's your team.
Why you? It's Pelicans.
No, I had to
Say
make
it
sure.
like
I was
you-
like,
say it
I was
like-
like this. It's Pelicans.
Yeah, say it like you mean it.
Pelicans. I had to make sure.
Yeah.
Better than the Brooklyn
Okay.
Nets.
All right.
Nets.
See.
You know what the team
All right.
is.
You
All right,
know
come
what?
on.
Come
You
on,
taking
don't
it
do
too
us.
far.
Don't do us. We like you. Okay, so let's talk about plastic surgery right now, because I think we've all kind of seen plastic surgery transform over the years. You know, we've seen, what surgeries people want to get. We've seen the age ranges change too. So since social media has more of an influence on society, have you seen age range change of people coming in to get plastic surgery? I think back then we used to see like people coming to get facelifts at like 60. Now it's like 18-year-olds.
Yeah, so I think, at one time, plastic surgery was kind of like taboo. But now with social media, it's like, it's just out there. So, your favorite celebrity had work done. Your best friend had work done. So it's acceptable. It's almost like, oh, you didn't have plastic surgery and you're not really that cool.
That's how I feel.
So people like not only they're getting surgery, they're getting it early and they're getting like multiple procedures.
Yeah. Oh, he must have
comes in
read
right
that.
Like I'm saying, like I have patients who come in, they get a BBL. Like what they do, they shop for different doctors. Like some doctors known for this thing, and other doctors known for this. And so they may go to Miami, get their BBL, go to Houston to get their breasts. It's kind of like they just kind of go all over. But people really, there are some people out here who are addicted to plastic surgery.
No, they are. I was just telling April that that's one of our questions. Is I was talking to this friend of mine, and she said her friend is already on her third round, and it's only been maybe 2-3 years.
That's crazy.
And when you see her body, it's like, okay, if you keep going, literally, you're gonna look horrible, right?
Right.
So talk about that in a sense of, have you ever had any patients where they come in and you looking at them like, I'm not about.
Yeah.
It's a no.
Yeah, like I've had some patients who've come in and they didn't really know what they wanted. They said, "Hey, I seen such and such on Real Housewives of Atlanta, and she had something done to her face. I want that." And then I have like, these young girls like 26 years old, shaped like a Coke bottle, and I'm saying like, what
What do you want?
What do you want done? It's like, oh, I got this little right here. You don't see it? Like we done went around 360. I'm looking for whatever it is that they talking about, and there's nothing there. And they like, that's like if you can't find something, like if you can't clearly see, like, hey, your ass is like bent like this. If I can't see that, then I don't need to operate on you, because what's gonna happen is you're gonna be in my office every other week complaining
That
hey,
you don't look like-
you didn't do this. I want my money back. I'm about to write you a 1-star review, and I'm telling all my friends not to come to you. You don't want that patient. You don't want those type of problems.
You don't want that. Like, how do you handle that? I mean, for granted, somebody else is going to take the money. I know you don't care clearly, but how do you handle those one type situations? Like, what do they say back? Like, oh, wait.
Like if
If you say no,
Yeah,
I'm
if
not
you say
performing.
no.
Oh no! So you have to kind of feel the patient out. Like it's almost like psychology. Like you assess the patient, and if you feel like they're gonna spaz out, you kind of like have to take them down a little easier. You may say, "Hey, you know what? I don't know if I'm good enough to get you the result that you need, but I'm gonna refer you to such."
Oh,
and
so
such.
now you try to feel like it's you.
It's not got you, it's me.
Yeah.
It works in all fields,
Even
y'all.
though nip and tuck, like, baby, I could
shape it, shove it, tuck it, roll it, up it. Stop playing with him.
Wow. Is it shot time?
Oh,
I mean,
I think it is shot time. It is shot time. We don't question that. If somebody asks if it's shot time, we don't question those types of things.
Yeah.
So at what point do you know, like, while she's pouring us the shots, what point do you know, like, this is more of a mental health thing with the patient? Because, like, we see a lot of patients talk about body dysmorphia, right? So I've seen, like, Tammy Roman talk about how, you know, she wired her jaw just so she wouldn't eat because she didn't want to get bigger. But in her mind, I mean, if you see Tammy, it's like she's very slim. Right. But in her mind, what she sees is not that.
Right.
So at what point do you know, like, this is a mental health patient? Like,
yeah, so it's tricky because you have to just look out for like red flags. Like a red flag to me is a man who wants a nose job. Mm-hmm. Like you have to be very careful with that because, you know, no, I'm serious.
I didn't even think about that.
Yeah, because most guys don't really care about, you know, the way their nose look, but if you
you got the police looking for you,
right? If you no. But if you operate on them, mm-hmm. and you may think like the result that you giving them is great, and then they looking at all these imperfections. I think another red flag: patient who's been to like 4 other plastic surgeons for a consultation, and you can't really find anything like that's obviously wrong. Like. But they want things to be so perfect that anything short of perfection, they're gonna hate you. So those type of patients,
I can see that. Okay.
Like I've had a patient that I did a BBL on. Like I had no idea that she was, you know, mentally unstable, and you know, she was complaining about the results. Like she had a BBL, I made her hips wider, and she called, told me she wanted all the fat out. Like she didn't like the way her hips looked. Like she came
and she was still swollen too.
Yeah, she wanted them fuller. And then like a week later, this same lady was in a mental
oh wow.
She had like a psychotic like lapse. Like she had to be instituted.
Wow.
And I wouldn't have had, I mean, just in retrospect, there was nothing that I could have that I could have picked up on. But you just really have to pay attention to the patients, see what their motivation is for having the surgery. Like anyone who's having a female who's having surgery because her man wants her to have a bigger breast, that's a bad. You patient.
Know what? A lot of surgeons that we do talk to, if they say the number one thing that they probably would deny you for, kinda, is if you're doing it for someone else.
Yeah. Yeah, because they're never gonna be happy.
Because he gonna break up with you, and then you're gonna be looking crazy. It's
kind of like the same. When I think about that, like the mental aspect, I think about like transgender patients too. Like patients who have like the full whammy,
full surgery.
Yeah, like you going from male to female to male. Like a lot of those people end up committing suicide.
Wow. Ooh,
this is look, some gems that I never.
Let's take a shot for the gems.
Yeah, shot
of Clyde.
Yeah.
Boo boo. Baby,
tastes like water.
That's scary.
I'm glad it's water for him.
So you know how you said, you know, plastic surgery is a taboo, right? Do you ever feel some type of way or get offended when your patients want to keep their procedures a secret?
That's a great question because, you know, I'm in a business of getting more patients. And so if you're a patient and you don't want to share your results with the world, it doesn't really help me much, but you know, I'm okay with it.
It's like I got my money, but hello,
I need the promotion.
But it's cool. Like I get it. Like some people don't want everyone to know that they have had plastic surgery, but at some point they're gonna tell a friend. All I need them to do is tell a friend.
Yeah, and then that friend gonna run her mouth and tell everybody.
Hey, girl, you go. I went to the doctor called Nip and Tuck.
Yeah. But some people want to look natural. Like if you want to look natural and you don't really want people to know, I get it. You want people to. Some people like, yeah, I've been going to the gym. I got this little area I can't really get rid of. Can you help me out with this?
Exactly.
I've had trainers like ripped up dudes. They got a little stubborn area right here.
Well, you know what? Good thing you brought that up. Let's talk about that because recently a really huge rap star by the name of Megan Thee Stallion was ousted by her ex-boyfriend and said that even though she's promoting, being this fitness guru, she just got the deal with Planet Fitness, that she actually had lipo.
She did?
That's what he said.
He hating.
He said she hated.
He a hater.
Yeah, he said that.
Yeah, he hating on her.
So now you just mentioned like trainers who, they might be in the gym, but do you feel like there are just some things that working out just can't get?
Absolutely. I think there is a cohort of people who can work out their entire lives, eat whatever they eat, the cleanest diet ever, and they may not get to that size or that shape or that amount of muscle definition that they want. So lipo, I mean, some people could benefit from lipo. Absolutely.
Yes, and April and I was talking about it because in 2022 I had the gastric sleeve surgery, right?
Okay.
Yeah, but prior to that, if my friends know me, I never shy away from working out. Now I might not be the cleanest eater, but I always paid for a trainer, right? And it was to the point where my trainer even was like, okay, you've been doing good, yeah, you probably ate bad, but you only lost 2 pounds for the month, but you have these girls coming for a week, eat one salad, they lost 10.
Right.
So that's when I found out that it was an underlying condition that was hindering me. I had PCOS.
A hormonal imbalance.
Yeah, so
there it is.
That's it. So it was a couple routes I had to take, but they just recommend me to take the gastric, and literally I took the gastric within 3 months, 4 months. Like the weight dropped off.
Right.
So I would say I'm the type of person, honey, if you want something done but don't OD, I'm all about paying the money to get it done at this point.
Yeah.
Right. So now that I dropped 90 pounds, baby, it's time for that skinny. Baby, I want that natural. I'm not gonna hold you. When Carl, shout out to Carl, when he came on the show, shout out to him.
Carl.
Yes. When he came on the show, I was like, you know what? At first, I wanted the big, like, all of that.
The big stupid ass.
Yes. And we told her we was going to talk about her, like Chanel.
No, but I think at this point, y'all been killing them skinny BBLs.
Yeah, them skinny BBLs been looking.
Yeah.
Them skinny BBLs been looking
right. When my clothes is off, you see it. But when jeans, if you got a little ass in some jeans,
that's how you know you got some ass. That's how you know.
So, baby, nip and tuck when this care credit approved me, baby. I want that natural. I want you to see it, but I want you to question like this.
You want them to see it, but you don't want them to know you paid for it.
Oh.
No, hold on. All right, you know what? We finna do a role play. I'm gonna act like I'm in your chair. All right, so ask me what I want. So what you looking for? I got you. I'm gonna tell you. I'm gonna describe what I want. And action.
You my patient?
Yeah.
Hey, how you doing? I'm Dr. Jones.
Hey, I'm Chanel.
Nice to meet you. So what brings you in today?
All right, so I had the gastric sleeve surgery. I lost 90 pounds.
Oh, wow.
And that weight dropped off so quick, I look like a stick, okay?
Oh, not a stick.
Yeah, like now I lost the weight, but there's no shape, there's no definition, there's no none of that.
Okay.
So I want to come in because I want to look like Megan, but then I want to look like, like a little bit of Erica Banks, but not too much.
Right.
But more like Megan.
Okay.
It's like I want you to see it, but you don't see it, but you see it.
I got you. Okay. So how much weight have you lost?
90 pounds.
So I haven't examined you yet, but typically when you've lost that amount of weight, you're probably going to have a little bit of skin
Yes, I do.
excess.
A little, not too much though.
Right.
Compared to most people whose skin look like
Right.
wobbly.
Right.
You from New Orleans, right?
Yeah.
Drop it like it's hot.
Yeah.
Mine still, like you see it, but it's not crazy.
Right. So when I'm looking at patients like massive weight loss patients, the skin, like if you have excess skin, a lot of times they think they have a lot of fat, but really it's mostly skin. So they may not have enough fat to actually do a BBL.
I got you.
And not only that, when you lose that much weight, everything just like drops.
Yeah.
So your butt It used to be up here. It dropped down here.
That's what's happening right now.
So if you can imagine, if your butt's down here and I put fat in it,
it's gonna drop even more.
It's not gonna look good. So you may need a circumferential body lift. So we lift everything up first, and then we put the fat in.
Oh wow.
Okay,
Yeah.
wait. Dr. Limiter, I know you didn't look at me yet, but that sounds costly. Like I just want a little shape.
A little shape. So it really depends. Like I've had patients who lost a lot of weight where I could just put a little fat in and it looks good. But sometimes, like I said, when everything just descends, sometimes you need a little bit of uplifting.
When Rihanna said, "Lift,"
She want that ass to sit like a table.
Right. Okay.
Yes. Lift every voice and sing.
So I went from 263 to now I'm like down to 190. So
hit the button. Hit the button. Hit the button.
Yes, honey. And Carl saw how I looked before. I saw him at an event and he like, girl, what? Yeah, baby, you see me. So would you recommend a skinny BBL, or if the patient want that big old ass, you like, look, no, like you're too small.
I'm okay with a big old ass, but you just have to have big old legs too.
Thank you.
Like
He said it gotta match.
It has to match.
It has to match, because you won't be promoting his work looking like an ant. No, because the first thing they're gonna be like, "What doctor did that to you?" I'm not going there.
Period. You're not about to do that. So speaking of procedures, so word on the street, a little birdie, tweet, is that you did Jess Hilarious, Carly Red, and influencer superstar Superset procedures.
Okay. I can't verify those things. I don't want to.
Well, I would say this:
violate HIPAA.
One person.
Okay.
We did talk about HIPAA too.
Yeah.
One person who do not shy away from cosmetic surgery is Superset.
Oh, she does not.
So we
had
And she
a lot
was
of
very public about her.
She had a lot of work.
Yeah, she's I love that. That's one thing that I face too, is like I said, I lost weight. So that arm lift you did and you hit her scar.
Oh yeah.
I heard you the master of scar
hiding.
Oh wow. Yeah. So arm lifts. That's one procedure that, after you've lost a lot of weight, you may have some loose skin arms. And so there's no really great way to hide that scar. Now, when you look at Super, you brought her up. I'm not confirming that I did a surgery or not.
Yeah.
But she has tattoos, so it kind of covers them. But most of the time, when you have an arm lift, the scar is like right here.
Yes, and that's what her original scar looked like when she came to you. And
It was bad.
It was
And
bad.
next thing you know,
Wow.
bam.
Wow.
It went away.
Or what she said. What she
Yeah,
said. We don't
that's
know.
what
We don't know if it was him or not. But when she went to
Yeah.
that other doctor,
Do you know who the other doctor was?
no.
Do you? Oh, yeah, I don't know.
If
We
she
not
had
promoting.
it, but you know what? She had it so long ago that I'm a huge Superset fan.
I am
so
too. I love her energy.
Love her. Long story short, whoever did it after
And got her looking.
whoever got her looking like a real nip and tuck, she look good.
Yeah, she looked good.
So let me
And
ask
she's
you.
tall, too.
She's
Yeah,
very tall.
And she like,
Bow. Okay, so let me ask you a question, right? Because a lot of times, okay, y'all, if we being transparent, everybody done called a plastic surgeon here or there. I know I have. I got consultations set up for the next year, okay? But obviously I'm a plus size girl.
Okay.
So the first thing they say to me is, you gotta lose weight.
oh, wow. Okay.
So do you have anything to help patients lose weight faster so they could get the surgery? Because I'm trying to be fine by May 21st. Well, June 21st summer. So what is it?
Yes.
Okay.
So, you know what? They got these weight loss drugs, right? Wegovy, Ozempic, Mounjaro.
Okay.
They really work. Like, they're game changers. And I love them because, like, I have a lot of patients who come to me and they say, hey, make me look like Jada Waiter. Or what's Moneybag? What's Moneybag?
Ari. Oh, that
Ari.
ass on Ari.
Why they all want to look like Ari?
Cause
You see that ass?
I ain't gonna lie, they
Stupid ass.
Yo, but that, it didn't move like water.
no, it do. Wait, hold on. Good point. If you do a BBO, does your clients move like water or they still?
Nah, it moves there. It moves. Yeah.
Just calling his office tomorrow.
But you know what? So does the weight loss drugs. I love them because I feel like I'm like changing your life. Like you're losing weight, your hemoglobin A1C is dropping. If you were hypertensive, now you have a normal tensive blood pressure. If you had arthritis, that's better. If you're diabetic, your diabetes is better controlled. So it's changing. It's life changing, but you have, as a person, you have to, take some responsibility and make some lifestyle changes
as well.
You can't be on the drug you can be on it forever, but I don't want you to be on the drug forever.
They say like 6 months. Some doctors don't want you to go past 3 to 6 months.
Yeah, but the studies, like to get the maximum weight loss is like 18 months.
What's the maximum? Like, okay, like I don't want to look like. I still like my curves. Like I have a natural ass.
Yeah.
You see?
Yeah, we don't want to lose all of that.
Yeah, I don't want to lose all of that. So what's like, if I was your patient and I came to you and I was like, look, I just want to try to. You say, you know what? I got something for you.
Yeah.
I'm like, look, I really do like the way I look. I just need to lose a little weight so you can do this tummy tuck.
Yeah.
What is the maximum time you would put me on a weight loss drug?
Just by looking at it.
Just by.
No, there is no maximum time. But what I would tell you is, all right, I don't know how much you weigh. I don't know how much you want to lose. But let's say you want to lose. How much you want to lose? How many pounds you want
maybe
to lose?
like 70.
So if you want to lose 70 pounds, most people will say you don't want to lose more than 1 to 2 pounds a week.
Okay.
So if you want to lose 70 pounds, then we need to do like about 35, 40 weeks or something like that.
Okay.
And so the other thing is with the weight loss medications is you don't want to lose muscle mass, because if you lose the muscle mass, everything you start looking like 50 Cent. And we don't want you to we don't want everything to sag. So you got to do some strength training.
Okay.
Change your lifestyle, drink more water, cut out the sodas, the juices. Slow down on the
Minute Maid,
the Pomade,
the Bomb-Aid, the Minute Maid, the Gatorade, the Kool-Aid,
the Haterade,
the pasta bread, and don't eat after 8 o'clock at night. And
So-
exercise a little bit. Yeah.
yeah.
And I'm glad you said that, because a lot of people think, okay, I'm gonna just take this drug and then I'm gonna just go eat 40 wings at American Deli.
But the drug is going to suppress your appetite, so you probably not going to eat at American Deli, because you're going to get sick if you try to do that. Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, he from New Orleans. Yo,
Yeah, you heard me.
Let me say this. Briefly, I talked to this guy from New Orleans, and every
She got
time,
a
no,
story
listen,
back
and
there.
every time he talked, I'd be like, yeah. He'd be like, yeah. So now that you kept saying it,
Yeah.
if you catch this on camera, I'm probably looking at the back of his head like, you
Like-
that damn man that was talking to. He was like, yeah. So I'm over here like,
You're like, I'm
he
about
from
I'm about to call him right now.
yeah. I swear, I was like, what you doing? Yeah, I got all work. Yeah.
Yo.
Shout out to him.
Shout out to all the men from New Orleans.
Shout out to y'all. I told you I got a love-hate relationship.
Yes.
Shout out to Chanel's ex-boyfriend.
No, wait, whoa.
Call her, man. Call her. Just go on Instagram and
And hit that DM.
DM
Right,
her.
hit that DM. So,
Send her a video message.
I ain't mad at that.
Oh, God.
So we have this called Miami versus Atlanta. So once again, a little birdie said that if you want to look done up, some of the girls go to Miami, right? But if you want to look a little, cute, you stay in Atlanta. But at the same time, if the plastic surgery scene in Atlanta is crazy. Like, honestly, when I did a consultation, I'm talking about $4,500, and they're pretty good doctors that to me, I guess when I did research that
Miami, Atlanta or Miami? Miami, okay.
it's like, okay, I could get this done for $4,500, and they actually look good. But when I did 2 or 3 consultations in Atlanta, I'm talking about $12K plus, and I'm like, so why is pretty much that? To me, the plastic surgery scene is, to me, not popping in Atlanta, and y'all cost so much, but Miami,
It's so competitive, and
it's so
Right,
competitive.
right,
but
right.
$6,000, girl, you
and get a little BBL and a little,
Right.
a
and
little
an arm,
lipo.
yeah.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm glad you asked that. So, Miami is like a high volume place. It's like a chop shop. So, do you want to go to Miami? And no disrespect to Miami, there's some great surgeons there, but do you want to go to Miami and have like your doctor is done? He's on his 10th BBL for the day, and you number 10.
Girl, he tied.
So your 10 look horrible.
Oh, your 10 look. You get off from that table.
Not only that, but the person who's really doing your surgery, it may not be your doctor. I mean, he may have 2 doctors from Venezuela who's assisting him, and while they're doing the liposuction, he may be in another room starting another case. So their motivation is different. So when I'm doing the surgery, I mean, it may take them. So you just think about it. I've served as a medical expert for like litigation. And so I've looked at some operative notes for cases that may take me 3 hours. They can do it in like an hour and a half in Miami. So, I mean, there's something, there's something going on. I mean, and I'm not saying I'm the fastest surgeon, but I'm definitely not the slowest. So I think you have to cut corners in order to do 10 surgeries. I don't think any normal plastic surgeon, you would be exhausted after doing like 5 cases. But to do 10 in one day, like, come on.
Yeah, that's crazy.
And then you talk about prices. Have you been to Beverly Hills? Have you been to Los Angeles?
No. But we know that's like kind of like, is that where plastic surgery really started? Like in California, like where Hollywood and all of that? Like,
no, plastic surgery's been around for a while, but it was actually started in like Europe.
I could see, yeah.
The European.
All right, last question for the check-in, right? Because one of the things that me and Chanel was looking at when we looked at your Instagram was you're funny and your content is funny. Like, funny. I think you had one where it was like, I'm going to take the biggest step back when a patient asked if they could pay with Klarna. And I was crying. Like, can we pay in 4? Like, right? So we see a lot more surgeons really stepping into the content creator lane. Is that something you feel like you have to do to promote your work? Or is it just something for fun?
So for me, I need an excuse to be in front of a camera.
Oh
yeah. Because I like being. I mean, I love myself. Oh my God. But I like being in front of the camera. So I have a reason to do it now. But I definitely think content helps. Like, I mean, so many people. I mean, there's like 4 billion Facebook users, 2 billion Instagram users. So, when I walk into a room and I talk to a patient, how you find out about my practice? Instagram, Google. So the before and afters, the content, educating the patients, that all helps. You sleepy?
My
her allergies been acting up a little bit.
Yeah.
Wow, what's happening with you, girl? Yeah.
My eye watering. I'm like, yeah.
You gotta say, yo. You gotta say, whoa, what's happening with you?
Yo, what's happening?
What's happening, baby? What's happening, baby?
Whoa, like whoa.
Oh, whoa.
Like whoa.
What's happening with you?
Whoa, what's happening with you?
Yeah.
Where your people? Say where your people in them at?
Where your people in that? Oh,
no,
goddamn,
your people in them. Your people in them.
Where your people in them at?
Yeah. Yeah, but anyway, yeah, I think that the social media, the content is allowing your audience to get to know you, and you can also take that time to educate your audience.
Okay. Yeah. All right. Well, that concludes the check-in part of Flew Here, Grew Here with Dr. Nip and Tuck. So we're gonna move into the baggage claim where we get a little spicy.
All right, we're gonna get
Spirit Airlines,
Spirit, Frontier, all of that. So we're gonna do baggage claim, and this is you in a hot seat. So this is something where you just spit it out. All right.
Yeah.
Is there a procedure that you hate doing?
A procedure I hate doing? Well, I don't do it anymore, but when I was working in a hospital, I didn't really like doing pressure ulcers. You know, like bedridden patients.
Oh, like, when you gotta,
Like, imagine if you sat in this chair all day and you never got up, you would end up with a sore. Yeah,
it's bad.
Like those.
It happened to my grandmother.
I like pressure.
Yeah. What about in surgery though?
Surgery,
like plastic surgery.
Like right now,
what's one you hate doing?
I don't really like doing cases that like are really long.
Okay.
Like if somebody wants a mommy makeover and I have to do like their breasts and I got to do a tummy tuck.
What many first said? Arms, leg, back, and breasts. Okay.
Yeah. Long operations.
Okay. Yeah. What's a quick one that's like, oh, this it? Huh, I could do that.
Like lipo of the neck. I like doing that. Like,
you just made me dead.
Like,
yo, he just, you and him, we go like,
and you see how, whoa, I need this chin going. All right. Is there anyone in the entertainment industry that you feel needs cosmetic surgery? And if so, who?
Who needs cosmetic surgery?
She don't damn well she need her body done. Or he. A lot of he's in here.
Who needs their body done right now? That's a good question.
Or if you could operate on someone right now.
Anybody? I need Beyonce.
You really
want to do Beyonce?
Yeah.
Like if somebody call you right now, you like
Beyonce.
Hey. Oh, you want Beyonce? Hey.
But I'm trying to think who needs. You know what? Who needs surgery?
Do you pay attention to any like other celebrities, influencers out here that you like? You need to call me.
Not really. So when I go on Instagram, if you look at my feed, it's a whole bunch of let's just look at it. Let me just show you. So look, this is what we got. You see what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. Like, you know what? Like she's sexy, right? Oh, she thick. She a little thick. Yeah, so they already like, I don't know, they just show up like this. Yeah,
okay. So pretty much he wants Beyonce, period.
No, Beyonce not thick enough. But like, you know what I mean? Like this will just show up in my feed. But
okay.
Beyonce.
No, but pretty much if there's anyone in the industry who calls you right now, like,
right. But I like to deal with like overweight patients because I like if there's a celebrity like Rod Wave, like Roddy.
Rod Wave.
Rod Wave. Drewski. I can help Drewski out.
Drewski might need. I can see Drewski transforming with them shots. I mean, like
that's what I'm saying. I want to get Drewski on the weight loss shot.
If somebody called Drewski and he like, you know what, I'm gonna come in the protect. You got it.
Come fuck with me, Drewski. I'm here for you, dog.
Drewski.
Yes.
Baby, Drewski, if you just want to even try it out, baby.
Drewski, put me on Could Have Been Records. I can rap. I got skills, man.
Period.
Baby. All right, so. And you know what's funny? You said the males. That's crazy.
And then the other girl. What's that girl name?
Lizzo.
I
knew he was talking about.
And the other girl went to Goals. What's her name?
Who?
Roly.
Oh, Roly Poly from
Poly.
Baddies.
You know what, you know what?
She need to leave from.
No, she just had surgery.
Yeah.
So you want to do an?
I want to make a drastic change. I want to.
She got to lose more weight, or she good?
Yeah, she needs to lose more weight. They should have never. I mean,
yeah,
she should have had surgery.
They know that too.
But she made it seem, because remember she said, I'm safe. My doctor said I'm safe. So okay.
All right. So it's a couple people. Y'all, hey, Nippertuck is saying he open. All right. So is there a celebrity surgery that you did that you regret doing? Like, damn.
You don't have to name the celebrity because I know you probably can't.
You know what? I don't think there's any celebrities that I regret operating on. But some of the celebrities, like just dealing with them after, just dealing with them, period, they feel like they're gods. Like you still a normal person,
and you probably make more than them as a surgeon.
You need to show up on time. And just because I'm working with you, it doesn't mean like your whole team is getting like some discounted. You know what I mean?
Oh, not they trying to look out for the team.
But you know what? That's an excellent point you brought up. Like low key, like you think these celebrities, they really have it,
and they don't.
But a lot of them, they really broke.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
we know.
It's sad.
Real sad.
So save your money.
All right, last question of baggage claim. Is there a time where a patient wanted a certain look or shape, but by judging the body type they had, you knew it was unachievable?
Absolutely. Yeah, absolutely. That happens all the time.
And she want to look snatched with this Donkey
So
Kong
let's say
back.
like somebody comes in, they're like, and this is no shade to Lizzo, and they like, I want you to make me look like Ari.
Right.
Is that possible?
That happens all the time. Like patients have wish pics. Like you can't come in and you weigh 195 and you want to have surgery and come out and look like Ari. Like it's just not possible.
Do they have to have multiple rounds, or they probably would never look like Ari?
I would say they probably won't ever look like Ari. But like for example, let's say you just have a wide back, like your frame, like you just got broad shoulders. You got broad shoulders. There's nothing that I can do, any surgeon can do to narrow your shoulders. You just gonna have broad shoulders your whole life.
And we see a lot of these girls where they shoulder do look like a linebacker.
Oh,
and they waist
a linebacker.
so small, and then they booty looks square. It's just looking like a snatched Donkey Kong at this point.
Looking like a defensive end. Looking like Ray Lewis.
Oh Lord! If your man tell you look like Ray Lewis after the surgery,
if my man laugh at me like Sheila,
why did I get mad? Tina told me to buy it. I don't know why Tina did that.
If you come home and your man tell you to put on some shoulder pads and some cleats.
And we about to roll. But you is the football. Yo, break up with that man. The doctor did the best he could. Okay. Chanel, you okay?
I'm trying not to cry. Oh, Lord, baby. I could picture my man laughing. Yo, I'm going to have to call Nip and Tuck because I'm going to get this done. All right?
Do it.
And I've been looking at Miami, but I don't want to be. I've been looking at Houston, but my thing is, I want to. Hey, my name is Chanel Simone, and I'm not. Hey, I want it. I want the skinny petite BBL. My thing is, I don't want to be. First of all, I don't want to pay for a recovery home. I want to go home after, or like. So, honestly, my biggest thing is I want to stay in Atlanta. I'm not gonna lie. Some of the Atlanta prices, I'm like, who girl? I might as well. Go to Miami, but I want to stay in Atlanta. I do not want to. I want these extra people around me. I want to be home.
Just use your care credit. They told me you had good credit.
I do.
Yeah,
but I don't feel like paying them people back.
Run that bill up. You married? You got a boyfriend?
I got a little something, but I'm not married. Yeah.
Yeah.
I ain't got no kids.
So get your little something. Treat them right. Be good to them and let them go ahead and make that payment.
You peep what I'm trying to do.
Yeah.
I tell April what I'm trying to listen. How do you feel about, and we're going to wrap this, my last question. There's patients who get their body done, they looking good, now all these niggas want them, and they get pregnant like
oh, that happens so many times.
You know, I will cry.
Oh my gosh. Like I have women, they're married, they get their body done, and they come in, they have that little look, and they're like, Doc, I'm pregnant.
How soon after 6?
Like they pregnant 3 months after 6.
Why you let that man do that to you? You ain't even had enough time to show off the body.
Right. Yeah.
I know you like. I mean, I got my money, but that's not the point.
Yeah. So if you plan on having kids,
within how long? 2 years or a year?
No, I say if you plan on having kids, don't get anything too invasive. Like lipo is okay, but if you plan on getting a tummy tuck and you want it to last a long time, you should get it after you finish having kids.
What about BBL? That's like
do that anytime. But depending, some women after they have kids, it just completely distorts their body. So
and they say that. Like, you're not the first person to say, like, a lot of women, especially when they start getting surgery like at 18, they say like you should wait because your body takes time to develop. So now you look like this at 18, but then you mad when you shape like Mrs. Puff off of SpongeBob at 27. Like, so yeah. All right, y'all. Well, that concludes this episode of Flew Hair Grew Hair with none other than Dr. Nip and Tuck. All right, so I forgot. I'm sorry. I was so busy trying to work on my vocals for him. You know.
Yeah.
Tell the people where they could follow you. Tell them where they could book an appointment, a consultation.
Yeah. So you can follow us on all social media platforms at Dr. Nip and Tuck. Also, Nip and Tuck Plastic Surgery. Website is www.drnipandtuck.com. The phone number is 404-777 Tuck. TUCK.
It's okay. We know the plug.
We know him.
It's okay. We know the plug.
Tuck.
Yeah.
Yes, and you can yes. Oh my God.
Yeah.
I'm over here somebody. Yes.
Yeah.
You can follow me at I am Chanel Simone on all social media platforms.
And y'all can follow me at it's April B __. And don't forget to follow the Flew Hair Grew Hair podcast on all social media platforms and streaming platforms at FHGH Podcast. And y'all know episodes drop every Wednesday at 8 p.m. So make sure y'all check it out. We'll see you guys next week. Bye.